Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com, and today is a little bit of a new brand reintroduction. I'm talking about Mondia. Mondia was a brand that I talked about after Basel 2018 and had mentioned that we might be doing some business, and I've got the watches here. They're up on the website. I'm going to show you a bunch of them, just a brief history, my brief history with them, or excuse me, a brief on the history. I sold Mondia, I don't know how many years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago. They sold decently, not the greatest sellers, great watches. A couple of the styles really, a couple of styles were really nice, but we could just simply never get them. We were buying them from a U.S. Importer. And over time, finally, I just decided to get rid of it. And then when I was in Basel, I saw the line again, and it's been like totally reinvented, and most of the styles now are knockouts, and I'm getting them myself directly from Italy, so it cuts out the distribution part, and so I'm pretty much free to get whatever I want. I have, I think, 5 models to show you. They're all really different, and they're just really cool. So my own wrist check, it was a beach weekend, so orange monster on nylon strap, and for the other one, it was a camping weekend the weekend before, so little Seiko 5 military. So anyway, let's head on over and check out Mondia watches. So Mondia has basically split their lineup into two. You have Mondia Swiss and Mondia Italian. I am just carrying and just reviewing the Italian. The Mondia Swiss, as the name implies, is an entirely Swiss-made lineup. More expensive, around $1,000 and higher. But to me, the designs are kind of pedantic. Edit 2024 dates, day dates, open hearts. Typical kind of Swiss watches, some Valjoux Chronos. The Mondia Italy line is more of the fashion line, and I hate the term fashion because I'm not a fashion watch company. I think fashion, I think Michael Kors, I think Fossil, Anne Klein, etc. These, though, are just so different, and the designs, I think, are, some of them are unique, some of them, yes, are homages, but it covers such a breadth. The price ranges go from like 150 up to 300 or 400 US, and so it makes it in the affordable realm. They have some quartz, they have some auto. I picked 2 autos, 3 quartz here for you today, so we'll go over them quickly, try them on, and hopefully give you an idea of what we have to offer here. So the first one I'm going to show you is basically the top of the line of what we're carrying. This is a 200-meter automatic diver, cushion case, black dial. Their part numbers are crazy. I won't even, I'll just show it to you. There it is. A lot of letters, a lot of numbers. I'll link to the entire Mondia catalog that I've got down below in the description, so you can see the watches if you're interested. Let's get into the specs on this one. So it's an automatic. It's powered by Seiko's NH35 movement, which is the same basically as their 4R35. It's a hand-winding, hacking, automatic movement with a date. It's 40.5 millimeters in diameter. It's around 13 thick. And because it's a cushion case, it's 46 tip to tip. It's not too large on the tip to tip, if you see that. The lugs are fairly squat. Solid screw-down case back, mineral crystal, and a solid link stainless steel bracelet. And the end links are solid as well, as you can see. It is a flip lock deployant with micro adjustment, 4-position micro adjustment, and it is, I believe, cotter pins or friction pins on the bracelet. The entire watch is done in a blasted finish. The case is blasted, the bracelet's blasted. It's got the straight end links, not curved, which I think is actually kind of suits the watch nicely. Makes it a little more rugged looking, in my opinion. It's a 200-meter water-resistant watch. It's not technically a diving watch, but it is water-resistant to 200 meters. Let's get in on the dial and we can check it out a bit. So I hope you can see it. The dial is actually cut out and the luminous material is underneath it. They don't disclose what they use for luminescence. I guess I could have asked, but I didn't. And we'll do a lume shot in a minute. They all glow. It's not, the end-all be-all of glow. It's not Luma Bright. It's not Super Lume. But they glow decently enough, for you to read them in the dark. But you can really see that nice cutout in the dials where the loom pops through. It is a 60-click unidirectional bezel. And let's do the night shot so you can check it out. So there it is. This one, because it's got so much loom on it, is so easy to read. Obviously, not a problem here checking it out. And then on the price scale, this one comes in at right around $315 or so. So $315 gets you a solid automatic diver. So it's right in the ballpark of everything else, of Seikos, of Orients. You know, they're not asking too much money, and they're not dirt cheap either. Oh, screw down crown if I didn't mention it. So definitely, you know, it's a real diver for what you need. But again, I don't think it's a certified ISO diver. Oh, you know, let's just go to the backing of the watch, and then we'll move on to the next one. So you can see what it says: stainless steel, water resistant. It's an automatic movement. It's stamped with Mondia, Italy, 1946. So let's move on to the next one. So we go from an automatic diver to a Quartz, you know, 3-hand with offset seconds watch. This is one of the ones that I showed coming back from Basel, and I think this is the one that probably generated the most interest. Easily the color scheme. It's that cream dial with the blue outlining and the blue writing. The numbers are outlined in blue. Beautiful case, awesome strap, really, really nice watch. Onion crown. We'll go over the specs. It's a Seiko VD78 Quartz movement, so nothing super special about the movement. It is a normal movement, 3-handed, but it's not garbage. It's a Seiko movement. It is 42 mils in diameter, 9 thick. Your tip to tip is going to be 48 millimeters, and the lug width is 22 millimeters. So as I said, it's a Quartz watch, so you have the seconds down here, the hours and minutes are up here. There is no date. It keeps it, you know, a little cleaner, kind of like an aviator inspired watch a bit. It's got scalloping around the bezel, an onion style crown, solid case back I showed you, mineral crystal, and I'm going to just show you the strap again. It's almost this distressed strap with the tied off end. It's like a dark gray, if you will. A sign buckle. Nice lugs. Everything about this watch is really cool. The colors, I just think warm. I just think vintagey. So because we're in a much simpler watch, we're at about $200 sale price. So again, I know that there'll be people out there, $200 for a 3-handed Quartz watch. What are you, crazy? I understand. But look, check out the styling. The styling is just really spot on. It's just a really nice looking watch. Let's flip the lights out and see what she looks like. And there you go again. Easy to read. Looks great in the dark. I mean, for sure, 100%. Check that out. The hands, the numbers, everything is done really well. You know, they don't specify the lumen that they use, as I said before. I said it's not super luminova. I guess I could be wrong. That glowed pretty bright. I guess the longevity test, though, I didn't do, so I don't know for sure. But anyway, so this is the Mondia 1946 Quartz watch with coin edge bezel. Another crazy part number, as you can see. It just makes it so difficult for me to market them when the part numbers are so insane. But a really nice looking everyday watch. I mean, tell me that's not going to get, you know, looks, you know, when you wear it. So now let's move on to another auto. This is the 1946 Heritage automatic with this whitish silver dial. It also comes in a black dial. I think of a couple different watches when I look at this. I think of Visodate, you know, Tissot. I think of maybe a little bit of Hamilton. It echoes a lot of vibes. It's definitely retro shaping, not retro sizing, but retro shape. So this is also another Seiko NH35 movement, hand winds. If I can get the crown out, whoops, it's not started up yet. Let's hand wind it, get it started up. There it goes, and then we'll pull out the crown to hack it. There we go. Crown, seconds hand stops when we change the time. Date, 40-hour power reserve. It is 42 millimeters in diameter. 12 thick, 48 tip to tip, so pretty typical and standard. It's got an exhibition case back. Look at that, nice case back, huh? Looks really nice. That Seiko movement. It's got individual screws. 22 millimeter strap, if I didn't say it, so you could easily pair this with anything else, and it's a little squeaky, as you can hear. And this is water resistant to 50 meters. The one I showed you before was also water resistant to 50 meters. I am not sure if I mentioned it. So it comes on this nice brown strap, again with the nice signed buckle. Brown strap with white stitching. Just a really solid piece. This one comes in right around $296 or so. A solid buy, honestly. Automatic dress watch, again, great styling. Date, a decent movement. This is a movement that a lot of people, a lot of the companies are going to now. If they're not going to put in a Swiss movement, generally now it's going to be a Miyota or a Seiko movement. So, no surprise here. The loom on this is not the greatest, but I will show it to you. There are little lines on the hour hands that glow, and there you go. You can see it. There's no loom on the dial, just on the hands. So you can kind of see the time now, but if you were to rotate the watch at night, you probably would not be able to tell what time it is because you don't have a registration point. I always like it when there's a registration point at the top so you know where 12 o'clock is. So from here, we will move on to the next one. So this guy I invited to the party simply because he answers a size call that a lot of you have been asking for. So this is the Madison Sports Quartz watch. I believe they market this as unisex. So it is 40 millimeters in diameter. So 40 from here to here, 11 thick and 47 tip to tip. So it's a smaller size dive watch. It is quartz. It's powered by Miyota 2315 quartz movement. So nothing exactly special there. Solid case back. Mineral crystal, 100 meters water resistant. It is a 20 millimeter lug if you wanted to swap out the strap, but the way this textile strap works, I think it works awesome. I think we also have this watch in a blue variety. You see, for sportiness, it's got rubber on the underside. The strap is made in Italy. That makes it comfortable so it doesn't scratch or stick to your skin. And it's got a unidirectional rotating bezel, of course. And let's watch the loom and see what happens. There you go. Again, dots, hands. You can see the time at night. Looks great. And this one comes in at right around $180. You can see we're going all over the price spectrum. Up from 300 to 200 to 180, 2 and change. They're all over the place. Cyclops over the date if I didn't mention it. It is not a screw down crown. It is a push pull. But still a great option for people looking for a slightly smaller dive watch. If you don't mind quartz, I know a lot of people are, maybe fast forwarding this part because of the quartz diver, but it does answer the mail for a lot of people. And the last one, definitely homage to a Zenith reissue. This is the Madison Quartz Chrono. Again, crazy model numbers. There it is if you want it. It is on the website. I have a couple different colors. But because it's blue, I picked this one. I love the strap. I love the dial. I love the arrangement of the sub-dials. It just speaks to me. So this one's powered by a Citizen or Miyota OS20 quartz chronograph movement. So it's powered by a battery. It's 44 millimeters in diameter, 11 thick, 52 on the tip to tip. Solid case back, 22 millimeter strap. Mineral crystal, 50 meters water resistant. So it is a chrono, so you have a start stop. You can see the chrono seconds moving and return to 0. You have running seconds down here, 24-hour time here, and elapsed minutes up here. It is a tachometer bezel. It does not rotate. It's a fixed bezel because it's a tachometer. Just again, a solid watch, $279. If you like the Zenith but can't afford it, maybe this is a decent option because it's not a replica, it's not a copy. Definitely has its own styling cues, but definitely reminiscent of the Zenith watch itself. Beautiful strap. Look at that strap. I love it. The strap is awesome. Awesome looking. So what I'm going to do now, oh, wait, you want to see the night shot probably, right? Let's do that. There you go. Everything's lit up. Kind of weak. Could do better, maybe if it was applied thicker, but it is what it is, right? I will now just take a minute and I'll pop each one on the wrist so you can see it on my 6 3/4 inch wrist. So here's the one I just showed you. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, tip to tip, maybe a little bit big for my wrist, but I would wear it. It's bold, it's beautiful, the dial is gorgeous. Look at that blue. Everything works so nicely together. A really gorgeous watch. Love it. Love the strap. The strap is totally awesome. Moving on to the automatic dress watch. Again, beautiful. This is sized right for me. Nice strap, comfortable, easy to read. Classic style, you know, maybe almost a timeless design. Beautiful hands, love it. Here's that little 40 millimeter Quartz diver. Again, it fits my wrist perfectly, excuse me. It'll fit most wrists perfectly. Easily you can go bigger on the wrist or smaller. I'm 6 3/4, and you can see the lugs are nowhere near coming to the edges of my wrist. Looks really nice. If you can get over the Quartz part, definitely a solid everyday watch. Ah, that coin-edged aviator design with this grayish blue. Now I look at it in a different light. The strap is kind of blue, you know, to set off against the hands and stuff. This thing's awesome looking. Very nice, thin, comfortable, lightweight. Looks great. And the last one, of course, is that cushion case diver. It fits my wrist fine. I think this was about 46 tip to tip. It's a kind of a squat case because of the cushion case and the lug design, so it fits very nicely. Good looking watch, automatic, reliable, dependable movement, the whole package. So this has been Mark from LongIslandWatch.com showing you a couple of the new Mondia offerings. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. And if you have any questions or comments, please put them down below, and I will be sure to address them as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.